What's up, YouTube world? This is J back with another episode of White Boy Hip Hop Head Reacts. On today's episode, I have Kool G-Rap and DJ Polo and their song Road to the Riches. This song wasn't requested by anybody, but I did a reaction to Billy Joel's Stiletto, and I really liked the drum beat and the piano. And I asked the question, I wonder if any rapper has sampled this. And Old Treasures commented and said, hey man, I found this for you. And so I checked it out super fast just to hear the beat. And lo and behold, Old Treasures has found the song. So thank you, Old Treasures. It's really cool that somebody took the time out of their day, even if it was only just a few minutes, to find the song. And I appreciate that, man. So with that being said, I hope everybody's enjoying their day. Let's just get into this here, and I'm pretty excited.
Uncle G-Rap, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a rapper and a gangster, just like you.
No, see, you could be a rapper, but you can't be a gangster. You don't want to be a gangster.
Well, G-Rap and Polo, you have anything to say before this court passes sentence on you?
When I was 5 years old, I realized there was a road. At the end, I would win lots of pots of gold. Never took a break, never made a mistake. Took time to create, cause there's money to make. To be a billionaire takes hard work for years. Some nights I shed a tears while I set a prayers. Been through hard times, even worked part-time in a key food store, sweeping floors for dimes. I was sort of a reporter, taking the next man's orders, breaking my back with a shack for headquarters. All my manpower for $4 an hour. Took my time and wrote rhymes in the shower. Shoes and scuff, cause the road gets rough. But I'm a rocket cause my pockets ain't stuffed enough. All the freaks wouldn't speak cause my checks were weak. They would turn the other cheek, so I started to see a way to get a play. And maybe one day I'll be performing up a storm for a decent pay. No matter how it seems, I always kept the dream. All the girlies scream and suckers get cream. Dreamed about it for 5 years straight. Finally I got a break to cut my first plate. The road ain't yellow and it ain't no witches. My name is Kool G-Rap, I'm on the road to the riches.
Alright, that's great. March 14th, 1989. I was like 6 months old. Oh man, the sample there, you could clearly hear the piano, the drums, and then in Stiletto, there's that organ, dun 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 dun. There's bass that goes bow 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 bow. It's in there. So they switched it up nicely, and really did a good job with it. Let's go over this verse. When I was 5 years old, I realized there was a road. At the end, I will win lots of pots of gold. Never took a break, never made a mistake. Took time to create, cause there's money to make. To be a billionaire takes hard work for years. Some nights I shed a tear while I said my prayers. Been through hard times, even worked part-time in a key food store, sweeping floors for dimes. I was sort of a porter. I was sort of a porter, taking the next man's orders, breaking my back for a shack from headquarters. All my manpower for $4 an hour. Took my time and wrote rhymes in the shower. Shoes are scuffed cause the road gets rough, but I'm a rocket cause my pockets ain't stuffed enough. All the freaks wouldn't speak cause my checks were weak. They would turn the other cheek, so I started to seek a way to get a play, and maybe one day I'll be performing up a storm for a decent pay. No matter how it seems, I always kept the dream. All the girlies screamed and suckers get creamed. Dreamed about it for 5 years straight. Finally I got a break to cut my first plate. The road ain't yellow and it ain't no witches. My name is Kool G-Rap, I'm on the road to the riches. The road ain't yellow and it ain't and there ain't no witches. It's not the Wizard of Oz. Just talking about, he kept his dream alive. He was struggling, working for $4 an hour, part-time or whatever. you know, and look at him now. You know what I mean?
I used to stand on the block, selling cooked up rock. Money busting out my sock, cause I really was clocked. Dealt with 4 kind of fiends, bringing jackets and jeans, magazines, anything, just to hustle a beats. The cash was coming fast, money grew like grass. People hungry for the blast that don't even last. Didn't wanna be involved, but the money will get you. Getting richer and richer, the police took a picture, but I still supplied. Some people I knew died, murders and homicides, for bottles of suicide. Money, jewelry, living like a star, and I wasn't too far from a Jaguar car in a small town casino. The town's Al Pacino, for all of the girls, a pretty boy Valentino. I shot up stores and I kicked down doors, collected scars from little neighborhood wars. Many legs I broke, many necks I choked, and if provoked, I let the pistol smoke. Loyal members in a crew now down with the game, selling nickels and dimes to sunshine or rain. What I had was bad, from my shoes to my pad. In the first time in my life, loaning money to dad. Now the tables turn and my lifestyle switches. My name is Kool G-Rap, I'm on the road to the riches. A fog month for.
All right. Let's go over the second verse. You know, I really love classic hip hop beats, man, because they're a lot of them are pretty simple, you know, and then not in a bad way. You know what I mean? It's just what it was at the times. You know, they didn't have much to work with, so you know what I mean. So that's why there was a lot of sampling. But anyways, I used to stand on the block selling cooked up rock, money busting out my sock, cause I really would clock. There were four kind of fiends bringing jackets and jeans, magazines, anything, just to hustle up beans. The cash was coming fast, money grew like grass, people hungry for the blast that don't even last. Saying, you know, people were coming and buying drugs off them all the time for a high that doesn't even last long. Didn't want to be involved, but the money will get you, getting richer and richer. The police took my picture, but I still supplied. Some people I knew died, murders and homicides for bottles of suicide. Money, jewelry, living like a star, and I wasn't too far from a Jaguar car in a small time casino. In a small time casino, the town's Al Pacino. For all of the girls, the pretty boy Valentino. I shot up stores and I kicked down doors, collected scars from little neighborhood wars. Many legs I broke, many necks I choked, and if provoked, I let the pistol smoke. Loyal members in a crew now down with the game, selling nickels and dimes in sunshine or rain. What I had was bad, from my shoes to my pad, and the first time in my life loaning money to dad. Now the tables turned and my lifestyle switches. My name is Kool G-Rap, I'm on the road to the riches. So I used to sell drugs, you know, trying to get some money.
A frugal month for drugs, he eventually bugs. Looking for crack on carpets and rugs. A squealer tells, but a dealer still sells. Little spoiled kids inheriting oil wells. I was the type on the opposite side of smoking a pipe. In the beef, I got hype cores, racks to riches, switches, made to witches. Become stitches, body bags and ditches. Bloodshed, I painted the town red. People fled as I put a dress head to bed. That means dead. In other words, species. Face got erased, bullets got released. Bombs were planted, the kids were kidnapped. In fact, this was a way to get back at enemies who try to clock G's on my block. Now they forever Nazis. Plans of rampages went for ages. Some got knocked and locked inside cages. Some bit the dust for crumbs and crust. In God we trust, now rots the rust. Bust, caps and cops, policeman drops. They blew off his top when the pistol went pop. Troopers, soldiers, rolling like boulders. Eyes of hate and their hearts get colder. Some young male put in jail. His lawyer so good, his bail is on sale. Looking at the hourglass, how long can his power last? Longer than my storm, but he already fell. He likes to eat hearty, party, be like John Gotti. And drive a Maserati, rough in the ghetto, but in jelly's jello, mellow, yellow fellow, tell or hell, hello. One court date could turn an outlaw to an inmate. The judge stay, ship him upstate, rob a great lakes, and then I'll wait and wait and wait until he breaks, that's all it takes. So he fakes to be a man, but he can't stand on his own 2 feet, because now he's in a new land. Rules are different. different, and so is life. We you think with a shank, talk with a knife. Not my lifestyle, so I made a U-turn. The more money I earn, more money to burn. Pushing on buttons, pulling on switches. My name is G-Rap, I'm on the road to the riches.
See here? Brown, 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 brown. See, it was there. I wasn't lying. That those two keys were just buried in the background. You know what I mean? That's what you have to do when you sample stuff. You know, you have to switch it up, you know, because otherwise it's plagiarism. You know what I mean? But if you take something that somebody already made and switch around a bunch of things, it's sampling. There's a difference. There is a difference, though. I'm serious. It just sounds funny to explain, and a lot of people probably wouldn't understand that, you know, but there is a difference. A thug will mug for drugs, he eventually bugs, looking for crack on carpets and rugs. The squealers tells, but the dealer still sells little spoiled kids and heroin in oil wells. I was the type on the opposite side of smoking the pipe. In a beef I got hype, 'cause rags to riches switches men to witches, become stitches, body bags and ditches. Bloodshed, I painted the town red, people fled as I put a dread's head to bed. That means dead, in other words deceased, face got erased, bullets got released. Just saying, you know, somebody squealed, it's killing people. Bombs were planted and kids were kidnapped. In fact, this was a way to get back at enemies who tried to clock G's on my block. Now they forever knock Z's, because he killed them, so they're sleeping permanently. Plans of rampages went for ages. Some got knocked and locked inside cages. Some bit the dust for crumbs and crusts, and God we trust now rots to rust. Bus caps to cops, policemen drops, they blew off his top when the pistol went pop. Troopers, soldiers, rolling like boulders, eyes of hate and their hearts get colder. Some young male put in jail, his lawyer so good his bail is on sale. Looking at the hourglass, how long can this power last? Longer than my song, but he already fell. He looks to eat hearty, party, be like John Gotti, and drives a Maserati. Rough in the ghetto, but in jail he's jello, mellow, yellow, fellow, tell or hell hello. What? Rough in the ghetto, but in jail he's jello, mellow, yellow fellow, tell her hell hello. You're saying he's mellow, he's a yellow fellow, referencing Mellow Yellow, which is a great soft drink. Tell or hell hello. So you're saying tell and, you know, witness protection or live in hell? I don't know. One court day can turn an outlaw to an inmate, but just stay, ship him upstate by the Great Lakes, and then wait and wait and wait until he breaks. That's all it takes. So he fakes to be a man, but he can't stand on his own 2 feet because now he's in a new land. Rules are different, and so is life. When you think with the shank, talk with the knife. Not my lifestyle, so I made a U-turn. The more money I earn, more money to burn. Pushing all buttons, pulling all switches. My name is G-Rap, I'm on the road to the riches. He's saying, you know, he got out of that life, made a U-turn, because he was like, nah, man. I don't want to go to jail, dude. Oh man, this was a pretty good jam. I appreciated it. This was great. Thank you for taking the time to find this and sending me the link. Old treasures. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this song I'm going to give it an 8. I really enjoyed it. The meaning's there. You know what I mean? I was thinking it's so funny how, like, the original song that this beat was sampled from is Stiletto, and these guys just sampled it and made it the most like gangster thing ever. You know what I mean? And that's pretty funny to me. What could you do? You know? But yeah, thank you again, Old Treasures, for finding this for me and sending it to me in a comment. I appreciate it. I hope everybody enjoyed this reaction. Until next time, folks, click like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Stay safe out there. Peace.